If you are someone who defines herself or himself as someone who is positive, who lives mostly in positive emotions and vibrations, like the archetype of the lover, the spiritual one, the awakened one, etc., etc. And you're afraid to feel any negative emotion because you don't want to infuse energy into those thoughts and you don't want to manifest that in the world, this tapping session is for you. Because not feeling what you are actually feeling, we have a range of emotion as human beings on earth, will actually create more damage than anything. Welcome. So, as I said in the intro, if you define yourself as a lover or a healer, a spiritual one, etc., etc., and that you are very aware that you manifest reality with your thoughts and your emotions, and you don't give yourself the right or the permission to feel any anger, sadness, resentment, or even say that you hate something, you are actually creating more damage than anything. I'm not telling you to live in anger. I'm not telling you to hate someone or something for the rest of your life or as a dominant emotion relating to a topic or a person. I'm telling you to go with what your body is sending you as a signal of the thought, whether conscious or unconscious, that you are currently entertaining in your mind. And when you feel that, you're supposed to feel it, process it, and let it go. The energy flow is like that, from your head to your body and out. And when you refuse to feel it, you do from your head to your body and you push it down into your body. And you become like a pressure cooker. Any little incident that will trigger anger in you, you will come up with anger that is really disproportionate to what's really going on. Anything that will resonate with sadness with you, you will have waves of sadness that are really not leveled with what's actually going on. Let's say you watch a movie and you cry for hours. We're human beings and we have all those facets like a disco ball. And we're supposed to express them. In the podcast episode that I did about being stuck in the lover archetype, I compared it to the world having only one color or two colors. How boring would that be? How dysfunctional even, because color has a role in nature. So you're the same. There are emotions, for example, anger. The anger that rises when a boundary has been crossed with you is a signal to yourself. There is a message behind that anger. And you're supposed to understand something. And it's a message that something that you're doing or being doesn't work for your highest good. You're invited. Your higher wisdom is inviting you to healing. And when you push that energy down, when you push that emotion down, you don't want to feel it, you refuse the invitation. So today we're going to tap on having the right and giving ourselves permission to feel anything, because you will feel it, you accept it, you receive it, you live it, and you let it go. And as you know, we're tapping today. Tapping is marvelous for that, to process emotions. And even if you can't pinpoint the name of the emotion, it can be a sensation in your body, a sensation of tension, a sensation that is not comfortable. Then you tap on that sensation. You accept what you feel. So today we're going to do the permission side of it. And of course, when an emotion, and you can use that when the emotion is rising even. But if you need more, when the emotion is rising, you can just tap this anger within me. I acknowledge that it's there. I honor that it's there. I honor that it's there in my stomach or in my throat or wherever it falls in your body. And I'm ready for the message. And if you say only that sentence and you tap all over and you are opening to processing, to your body processing it and healing it and letting it go, you'll see the intensity of the emotion going way down. Of course, if we're talking about complex situations, I had a client, she had a very traumatic event that she was not even ready to talk about, so we approached it with gentle techniques that we can do in tapping to work on the sensations in the body, to prepare herself to process and let go. And I won't go into details, but that was a very, very positive second session that we had together, and maybe in the next one she'll be ready to actually think about the event. Maybe not, but you can process anything. If you have something complex, go with a practitioner, because you can't do it in yourself, with yourself. You can re-traumatize yourself. So be careful. If you have something really traumatic and heavy and charged and big, go and find some professional help, whether it is a therapist or a practitioner or both, and you'll be safe. So let's go for today. So imagine, connect with the feeling that you have about negative emotions, and really get to an intensity of 0 being I don't feel it, 10 is it's overwhelming. Go and feel how bad you feel about anger, for example, or sadness, or any negative emotion, and maybe the fear that you have to feel them. So now that you're there, and you probably had to pause the video, we're going to tap. And as I mentioned, you can even use that when you are in the midst of feeling a negative energy. Even though there are those emotions that I'm afraid to feel, because I told myself they were bad, I choose to love and accept myself exactly as I am right now. Even though there are those negative emotions that I named bad and I don't want to feel, I choose to love and accept myself exactly as I am and with what I feel. Even though there are negative emotions that I don't give myself permission to feel, I choose to love and accept myself and accept what I feel. And we're going to go with one emotion. So focus on one, this emotion. This emotion that is so scary to me to feel. This emotion that I cannot feel because I am so you can say a lover, a healer, a light, whatever resonates for you. How do you define yourself? And I'm going to use lover because that's the word I use in the episode, but you can use your word. Lovers don't hate, it's a known fact. Lovers don't get lost in anger. People who are spiritual are supposed to accept what is and stay loving and neutral. But yet I am feeling that negative emotion under the arm where the bra is. I wonder what it means about me. I wonder if it means that I'm really not a lover. I don't like this emotion. I shouldn't feel that emotion. What if I was mistaken? What if this emotion could actually be a message to become even wiser? Nope, not feeling that. I don't want to be negative. Then I'm going to manifest negative stuff. then I'm going to vibrate at the level of negative emotions and I'll attract negative. I do not want to feel that. But what if it was a message? What if my body knew what I needed? What if feeling that was actually the key to freedom? I'm wondering. Interesting. What if I could give myself permission to feel just for now? I choose to give myself permission to feel now. I choose to give myself permission to feel this, name the emotion, anger, sadness, resentment, hate, in my stomach, wherever it falls for you, right now. Just for now. That is scary. But I can be in control. This is my body. Me feeling that emotion now doesn't mean I need to live in it. I choose to feel this emotion now. I choose to honor this emotion now in my body. It is safe to acknowledge and honor what I feel. It is safe to be there just for the time of processing and letting go. I give myself permission to feel anger, sadness, whatever you're feeling. I give myself permission to feel this emotion. I give myself permission to feel, put the name of the emotion. I have the right to feel anger. Replace with your words. I have the right to feel anger. Even though I am a lover, lovers can feel anger. I have the right to feel. I have the right to feel anger. As I feel, I heal. I give myself permission to feel right now, right here. I give myself permission to feel anger right now, right here. I give myself permission to feel anger. I give myself permission to process this emotion. I give myself permission to process this emotion. I have the right to feel this emotion. As I process and I feel, I heal. I wonder if I can process and let it go. It is safe to process this emotion and let it go. It is safe to process this emotion and let it go. And see if you have any resistance. If you have any resistance, take a note, because that means you need to work on what's under it. It is safe to process this emotion and let it go. It is safe to process this emotion and let it go. I now choose to let it go. If you have any resistance to letting it go, you can say instead, I choose to put this emotion in a container. And imagine the container of your choice, a box, a chest, a hollow tree. For now, I'm putting it there. I'll come back to it later. It is safe to process this emotion and let it go, or put it in a container for now. Right here, right now, I am safe. I choose to let that go. I choose to put it in a container, if that's you. I choose to let go of this emotion. It is safe and I have the right to feel. I can feel whatever it is that my body is feeling. This is my way to step into my power. I honor and acknowledge how I feel. And I love myself that way. I am a wise, so how do you define yourself? I'm going to say lover. I am a wise lover who can experience any emotion that I choose in the moment to process it and release it. And so it is. Now take a deep breath and go back to that emotion that you were afraid to feel and see how differently it lands in your mind and your body. If you see that it's not a quieter feeling, like on 0 to 10, you should have gone down. If you see that it's like at a 4 or higher, redo that whole session of tapping, because you don't want to let it live in you without calming your nervous system down. So that was today's tapping session. I invite you to comment. I invite you to share that if you think that someone can benefit from it. And I invite you to listen to the podcast episode. The link is below this video. And let me know, how did it impact you? What happened for you? If you want something more private than YouTube, you can go into my Facebook group. The link is also below, and we can have a more private conversation. Bye for now, until we tap again.